We gotta make the playoffs. We gotta make the playoffs. That's the goal. Fuck it, we gotta make it to the Super Bowl, nigga. What the fuck? Fuck it. Deshaun Watson is an X Factor? G. Yo, Watson is an X Factor?
Yo, brother Will Fuller got his shit to a superstar now?
Oh my god. Bruh, this is crazy.
Try to go into retirement.
I just gotta make sure my nigga don't get hurt versus JJ Watt, no. What you say? How to do what?
Hey, inmate the king at tanking on Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Hold up. That's what he said, how to tank and stream. This nigga crazy, bruh.
Hey,
And you on my stream talking reckless, man. Fuck out of here.
hey, bro. Wait, my players are so fucking brave that they wouldn't help this nigga tank. They like the... Oh god! Oh god, yo! Oh shit! He's telling me what to do. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Next, you gotta know I'm
Go.
Hey, Ethan, can you grab me a beer?
This nigga right. Got all these upgrades, not one of them says speed. He's a bitch.
Well, I'm gonna get a tea thing.
You talking about autocorrect on his voice when he said he was trying to tank?
Daddy, want one of these tea things?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm getting this one for me. I'm gonna give you one.
Damn, my O-line kind of ass. Thank you.
Now look at it. It's good.
Hey, mate, bro, you know something hilarious, bro?
I am.
My nigga Austin texted me after the game and said this nigga can't hide his taking for shit. Yeah. I done had a slick talk. I'm like, man, listen. He came into a 1-17, bro. Can you blame him?
Don't put it on. Let's go, yeah.
Why did I keep him on the main roster? Like, what the?
You want me soon? You don't look anyone. I mean.
Oh, try? What the fuck? I
What
was
up?
just trying to sign him. Cause turn practice squad stealing on. What the fuck type of fuckery is this? Hey, back the fuck up, you little ugly ass motherfucker. I'll slap my dick on your bottom lip on my good word, nigga.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, nigga. I already tried to slide Damian Ratley, nigga. Hey, listen. Try it, bro. Turn practice squad killing on. You got a nigga up here too. We about to finesse, bro.
That's week 2, my nigga. Relax.
Oh, yeah.
RBA, bro. Welcome to Harvey April, bro. Welcome to Miami.
Yeah. Time to go.
How about you?
Hey, throw power. First upgrade. Young boy.
Hey, look, be nice. Man, Trey, bro, why did I set myself up for failure this week, bro?
What you do?
Man, so you know the girl Rachel that everybody always clowning me about?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
check this out. I haven't talked to her for a whole week straight now. Cause we know me and Shorty ain't together, but you know, she don't really go nowhere. Shit happens. Keep it real.
This nigga said she on a practice squad. She just playing because Rachel on injured reserve.
Pretty much.
That nigga
I'm
crazy.
just bad why I had to let this bitch go. It makes it, but what makes it this bad right now is her grandma died yesterday. And I got
This nigga the devil, bro. Hey, you the devil, bro.
Like I care about her and attend to her and shit, bro. This shit ain't fun, bro.
Hey, you the devil confirmed, my G.
I knew I'm going to hell. I knew this shit a long time ago.
That's funny as fuck.
Cause you even know the story why me and Rachel broke up in the first place, bro?
Nah, when I first joined that league, you was going crazy in the chat. I was giving you life advice and shit. Like, who is this nigga? Like, this nigga is distraught.
Bro, she broke up with me because her best friend was trying to fuck me.
Like, that's
How
unfortunate.
does
She
that
gotta
go
deal with
hand in
that.
hand? I'm just like,
She gotta
bro,
deal
so
with
it's my
that.
fault? Yeah. I'm like, but I didn't even fuck her back. Like, if I'm gonna be over here crucified and left behind like I did it, like,
This man
no,
crazy.
no, we didn't fuck at all. We didn't fuck at all. Her best friend, bro, I got the screenshots and everything, bro. Her best friend wanted to be with me so fucking bad. I'm just like, no. Like, I'm just letting it play along because they still in school together and shit. So I'm waiting until she graduates so I can just tell her, like, yo, your best friend been trying to fuck, but I was waiting until she graduated. Couldn't wait because
That's
then her best
wild.
friend ended up telling her anyways. I'm like, bro, this shit don't. What the fuck? Shit don't add up. Shit do not add up.
Al got hyped that he getting yelled at on my live stream. Hey, tune in, subscribe. Smash that subscribe button.
My nigga said slap that subscribe button. Shut the fuck up. Hey.
Oh, she mad. Y'all about to hear that man get slapped. Did he say what you just called me? Oh, he fooling. What's wrong with your cousin, bro? Brian Poole, McKenzie. Hey, can you
try it, bro. That was
work
supreme.
that, bro?
Try it. That Dr. Juice nigga was supreme. Why the fuck?
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Can you help them out, inmate? Ain't nobody on the Jets. Well, who the fuck is on the Jets and how they get there? He on the Jets. No, he's got an owner. He's got to create a coach. What's good with you?
What's good?
What's good, bro?
Chilling.
Daddy, do you know if there's any bubbles?
Alright, Titans ready. Actually, let me sign one nigga to an actual contract.
Up. Got it.
Yo.
The Colts is looking good today, bro.
We was alright.
I know they lost, but they're looking good.
Hey, who y'all was trying to steal off my practice squad? Inmate. You out?
Alright, bro. Oh, wait. Somebody else's kid is over here tripping now? Oh, shit. Yo. Fuck.
He ain't no TCFL stuff for the Children's Football League.
I did not know.
He told me I ain't know. Alright, I'm about to bounce from the chat. I got a game to win. I'm always trying to win, brother. Now I just got the tools to be successful. Ethan, don't be screaming like that.
Wow. What the fuck? Woo.
Hey boys, y'all cannot be out there screaming. You hear me?
Fuck it.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water. Building, there's a look at Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what they call BCR players.
So that's Mama Lee.
For the cutback and for the reverse.
They rode him right out of bounds. From the 27, Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's going to walk one deep left side here.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Look at this.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
What you messing with? get you one.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Texans scoop it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
This Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop them behind the line for the 2nd straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
God. Yeah. Look at the sunbeam. What? Whoa, look at all those guys. Hey, that's big. Look at all those guys. Hey, do you see Buzz Wade?
The Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
And my name is Kevin Serpy.
They just do get the play off as he looked to throw. Under pressure.
Yeah.
He will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they'll come up first and 2 from the 33. A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Bum, bum.
Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. Texans passing game in with him right now, picking up another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out, they're catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and 12, Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is taken at his 4. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike, check 33. Check, 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 check. Check Mike 33. Cut. Mike check 33. 33. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go, D. Mike check 33.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Then he give this time to the tailback, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
That's the second time they got that bullshit ass play.
27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So Barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, you gotta snap it. You gotta snap it.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Watch the screen. Check 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
After the penalty, it's Miller. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Miller. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. Tackling, because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson caught left side. Hopkins. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans push further out in front. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
41 Mike, right here. 40. Shot.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
36.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll run with Miller and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson, option left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3 bucks.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Set, hut. 15 on it, 15 on it. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 4, check 4.
Check 13.
Squeeze.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Again, it's Foreman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now Foreman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, Foreman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
This is it. Two times. 3 out.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Double time. 3 down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Texans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just get